Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of Dark Souls PvP, and this time we are going to take a look at the top 5 most commonly used weapons in the game. Now, I'm going to start off by saying this list is not going to be 100% accurate for everyone. It is based off of multiple locations of PvP throughout a week, and it's just what I found for myself doing random invasions, so it's not going to be 100% accurate for everyone because people play at different times and such, but this is just what I found. So, getting started, we have number 5, the Falchion. And I know I'm not using it in this fight, I'm letting this guy show how it's typically used. Just, put on a buff, put it in 2 hands, forget how to talk, and then just R1 spam all day long. It's just the typical way to use Falchion. And really, it is very effective and annoying, because it's extremely hard to counter. They usually stack poise, and it's really, really difficult. Other ways that this weapon is used would actually be by the more skillful dual wielders. They will put it in the offhand because they can parry with it. Also Dragon Bros, because with that roar and then putting it in the offhand, they can roar and just whip right around and smack you for like 500. Next, we've got the Gold Tracer. The Gold Tracer, why wouldn't it be on this list? Well, I can't think of a single reason. The Gold Tracer is, actually it's a very good weapon when used by someone who is actually using something other than the R1 attacks. Like, those R2 attacks that no one knows exist. Like, I bet half of you probably don't even know what the R2 attacks on the Gold Tracer look like. Just saying. Because I didn't know for the longest time until I picked it up and did it myself. So, really, it's a good weapon. It's got that really fast bleed buildup. It stuns on the second hit, and it's really dangerous when you R1 spam and stack poise. Obviously, it's going to be dangerous, because, right here, 1400 damage in one little stun-locky combo, and finish him with an R2. So, yeah. Number 3, the Balder Side Sword. Balder Side Sword has been a favorite of a lot of people since the game came out. And I can really see why. It's a very versatile weapon. It benefits greatly from buffs. It benefits from the Leo Ring. And the reason it benefits from the buffs is because the R1 attack speed is very, very fast. And the reason it benefits from the Leo Ring is because of, well, the thrusting attacks. That kind of goes without saying, doesn't it? It's a really strong weapon as far as how, well, not how strong the damage is, but with how it's just really easy to fight with is really what I'm trying to say. It's really easy to fight with, and you'll see a lot of people using it, just putting on a buff and R1 spamming, or using the Leo Ring and R2 spamming, essentially. And it's really just a very good weapon and fun to use. I actually do enjoy using it very much. So, yeah. Next on the list, we have the Great Scythe. Courtesy of Epic Name Bro. But this weapon might have been on the list. This weapon might have been on the list before he put up his best dexterity weapons video, but it would not have been nearly this high because now everyone and their mother is using this thing, and it's annoying. It really is, because now you've got all these unskilled Great Scythe users going around, and I'm really no exception. I'm not that good with the Great Scythe, but that being said, I am, or at least I'd like to say that I'm above the typical running attack R1 spamming with the Great Scythe, because there's just more to it than that. The one-handed moveset on this thing really is great, and if you've ever fought someone who is actually good with the Great Scythe, then you'll know how horrible it is and how great they are at using it, because they'll be dead angling with every single hit, and I'm not exaggerating that either. It's possible to fight someone who's so good with this thing, they dead angle on every single hit. And it's just ridiculous. Like, it's just ridiculous. That's what it comes down to. So, overall, strong weapon, good weapon. Probably wouldn't have been at number 2 before that video came out. So, number 1. Of course, it's a katana. Of course. Which katana is it, though? I say that the most common weapon in the game is the Uchi Katana. Now, the reason for this is because, really, I see it a lot, but the reason for that is because when people are just getting into PvP, they look for what's good, what's fast, what does good amounts of damage. And they compare damages between certain weapons. And they'll probably compare the damage between the Uchi Katana and the Iaito. So they'll see that the Uchi does probably like 10 damage higher or something like that, but they'll be like, oh, this weapon does more damage, I'm using that. Screw the moveset, it does more damage. But really, the Uchi Katana is a very good weapon, and it actually benefits from the Leo Ring, which is something I have never seen anyone do. I've never seen anyone use the Leo Ring with an Uchi Katana. Usually they'll put on the Darkwood Grain Ring or something, but I've never seen the Leo Ring. And as you saw earlier in the fight, it's possible to hit upwards of 600 damage with this thing. So it's a really strong weapon when used with it. And I'm kind of surprised no one uses it with the Leo Ring, in case I haven't said that enough times. So yeah, this is the last fight in the video. This was my top 5 most common weapons in Dark Souls PvP. If you feel like I missed anything, if you feel like anything should be in a different order or anything, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff, and I will see you next time.